Hello Libra, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. I'm Mary Sue and today I am going to be doing your general reading for mid-April to mid-May. So this is good from, like April 15th to May 15th. So we're going to take a look at the overall energies in your general life and then we'll be clarifying everything with tarot. So I went ahead and pulled some oracle cards just to save us time. But then, I'll be shuffling and pulling the tarot on camera. Okay, so your first card is the animal spirit of the panther. All right, so Libra, this can be a difficult energy. This is a little bit like a tower card, but what you have to remember is that whatever is leaving your life, it's leaving so that something better can come into your life. So it's kind of like spring cleaning your life, if you want to look at it that way. It is a heavy energy, but at the same time, you have to keep in mind that it is only clearing out the things that no longer are for your better good, for your higher good. And so there are things that really do need to leave. And that can be, people, relationships. It can be material things. It can be, job. It can be just about anything. But it can also be small things that, you perhaps didn't realize were having like a bigger impact in your life and just were really not meant to be on your path. And they're also telling me that it could be that you need to clear out a belief system. So there could be situations that occur in your life over like the next month that trigger you to start looking at a belief system that you have around love or money or relationships or just life in general. And then you start questioning those because those belief systems are actually holding you back from what you are really meant to, aspire to. So we're going to look at the tarot and, get some more information. But the thing to remember here is that whatever is leaving your life, it's leaving it so that something better can come in, even though it's an uncomfortable type of feeling. Oh, well, this is nice. Wish upon a star. So, this is the energy of, you can manifest what it is that you want to have come into your life. So if something is getting ready to leave, and for some of you, maybe you already feel like you know what this is, something or someone is leaving your life, now is the time to start wishing upon a star. What do you want? What's that better thing that you want to come into your life? For some of you, you may be wishing upon a star, but not realizing that in order to get it, you do have to clear something out. You only have so much space and energy. So something has to go so that something new and better can come in. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Financial and material changes. So this is the Five of Pentacles type of energy. So because you have this, there could have been, you may have already had this like tower type of moment. You may have had something leave your life. So maybe you lost your job or you lost the promotion that you really wanted, or, say you really wanted to buy a new house and then it fell through, or whatever it is that you may, this is kind of speaking about more like material things. So whatever you're feeling like has left your life or possibly is about to leave your life, what they're also indicating is that it's because you have something better coming in that you may have been wishing for. I don't know why house keeps coming, like the house thing keeps coming back. So maybe, some of you were trying to buy a new house or something like that. But the scenario that they're kind of replaying in my head is I had a friend that really wanted this one house. And, she put an offer on it and she, kind of like got an okay price for it, but not the best price, but she was fine with that because she just loved this house, right? She had really wanted this house and it finally came up on the market. And then she had the inspection and the inspection came back with some issues and she couldn't work it out with the owners about, who was going to fix it and pay for it. And so she walked away from the house that she thought was her dream house and ended up getting a much better house. I mean, she says that even to this day, like that was definitely the universe stepping in, her spirit guides, angels saying, you think you want that house, but you really don't. And I'm getting the sense with this card, you may have thought that you wanted something and it didn't happen. And you're thinking, well, that's a bad thing because it I didn't get what I wished upon, but it's because there's still something better out there for you. So, stay hopeful that, the better thing is on the way. Yes. Oh, look at this, because you're blessed. So Libra, don't lose faith. You may not have gotten exactly what you were thinking you wanted, but what you're getting is going to be better for you. So, because you are blessed. So, you have really good things coming in. And then you have the storm warning card. I really feel like some of you are thinking that what's ever going on in your life is a really negative thing. But what you don't realize is that it's going to be a blessing. So that's kind of an interesting energy. I think for a lot of you, you kind of already know what this situation is. It's not like it's, I'm not saying that you still may lose something, right? But I think you kind of like intuitively know that whatever this isn't going to work out. But what you also need to keep in mind is that it's not going to work out because there's something so much better coming in for you. So let's go to the tarot to get some more details. So I'm going to look at your past and present energies, your obstacle this month, advice from spirit, and then finally we'll take a look at the outcome. Remember, this is a general reading. You always have free will. You can do what you want. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups here. This is your past energy. And, it actually kind of came out sideways. So I'm going to put it in that position sideways. And I'm going to come back and clarify everything. But this is, this is kind of interesting because the Four of Cups is kind of like you're looking at your life, or, she's looking at these 3 spilt cups over here and she's like, ho-hum, I really don't want any of that, and you could be kind of in that kind of negative energy. Like, I lost everything I really wanted. Look at all these cups that have spilled. Now what? I have nothing, right? But what you don't realize is that, right over here is a special cup. Like, this is your blessing that's about to come in that the universe is going to offer you. So this is kind of your past energy. And I am going to put it sideways because I think you still may be in that energy. You haven't turned this energy. I think what you want to do is actually turn this energy upside down, right? So that you can say, yes, I'm ready for that Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups to come in for me. So in the present, you have the Seven of Wands. You're trying to defend yourself. So once again, you may be in a position where you did lose money, right? Or you maybe lost your job and now you're trying to find a new job. There's something in your life that you're trying to, defend yourself and get the upper hand, but it's in your present energy. You are getting the upper hand. You are working through this situation, and that's a really nice energy. Okay, so your obstacle, these cards are just flipping today. Your obstacle is that you aren't turning the wheel. There's some type of action that you may have to take in order for the wheel to turn so this new thing can come in. Because I really do feel like, you almost have equal energy of good and not so good, right? And it's kind of like you're in between these two worlds. And I think that the one thing that you may need to do is really kind of concentrate on gratitude, being, really concentrating on what's good in your life so that you can kind of start to turn this wheel and go into something new. Yeah, on the bottom, you have the judgment. So this is kind of like making a decision. You may need to make some type of decision about how you're going to move forward. Let's see what the advice is. The Hanged Man. Waiting. You're just waiting. And that's what the advice is. You're waiting. That's a difficult energy sometimes. I know when I get this card, I'm like, well, I don't want to wait. I want it now. It's about getting the wisdom. You're waiting for, you're having to wait to get the wisdom about realizing why something had to leave your life for this new thing to come in. You don't have that wisdom yet. It's about being grateful for this shakeup that occurred in your life. It's kind of like my friend when she lost that house that she really wanted, right? She was really upset. I mean, it took her another 2 or 3 months to find another house, right, that she wanted to put an offer on. And she was really, kind of distraught about the situation. It wasn't an easy situation, but in the end, it was the best. So really interesting energy here. So let's see what your outcome is. Your outcome is Queen of Cups. Lovely. This is you. I think this is you coming in. I'm really thinking this is almost like a belief system that you need to change your thinking pattern about, because with the Queen of Cups, this is kind of like you loving yourself and loving others. And part of what you lost, like say you had a high paying job, right? And because of the pandemic or changes at the office or whatever, maybe you lost your job, but you over-identified with the role that you played in that job. Like this job was kind of like controlling your life and your belief systems about yourself. And then when you lost that job, what happened was you lost that kind of identity when you lost that job, and you've gone now and perhaps gotten a job or will get a job that really is part of your heart, is really on your soul path, is something that you're really going to love doing. Look at how she has her hands over her heart, right? And so perhaps in the past, I'm just giving this scenario. This is going to be different. The scenario will be different for everybody. But like if you were like, oh, this is a great job because I make a lot of money and, I can have this great house and fancy car and whatever. And then you lost that job and perhaps you lost, like perhaps your house or, the fancy car or whatever. You couldn't find maybe a job that would replace all of that material things, but what you gained was so much better because maybe you have more flexible hours now, or the ability to travel with your job, something that you want to do. It's going to change like your belief system about what the job provides. It may not provide as much money, but perhaps it's more on your soul path. Maybe you're going to be able to help the collective with your new job, give back to the community. There's, some aspect of this new job, and once you're in this new job, you're going to see what a blessing this is. And you're going to say, wow, losing that job, even though it meant that I lost some financial stability or I can't maybe afford some of the fancy things I had before, I love what I do, and I love myself because of this new kind of work that you do. Really, really lovely energy. So let's go ahead and clarify these. Let's clarify this Four of Cups. That's kind of sideways. We'll call it the sideways Four of Cups. What do we have here? Nine of Wands. And in this deck, you know, she looks really sad, but the Nine of Wands is really about building healthy boundaries, about recognizing what it is that, you know, it keeps you. You know, okay, so they just said to me, whatever this past energy is, you've built kind of a wall to block your heart. You weren't allowing your heart. You weren't sharing your heart. You weren't sharing your heart. That's the message. You weren't sharing your heart. So maybe the job that you had was, you know, more about money and not about sharing your heart, whatever that might mean for you. But the Four of Cups, this Ace of Cups that's coming in right here is going to help you to be able to share your heart more openly. For some of you, you could be opening up your heart chakra. So you have the Seven of Wands clarified by the Knight of Wands. So this is fast action, you know, moving forward very passionately. If you think that this is a relationship, you know, it's kind of like getting, you know, defending yourself, getting on top of the situation and going into action. If it's about a job, you're getting your resume together, you're, you know, networking, you're doing whatever, you're putting it into action. Like, it's kind of like you're getting a plan and you're putting it into action. That's a really nice energy. Really nice. You know, this Knight of Wands, you know, he's kind of looking towards the past, but the horse is going forward, right? Like, I think you're looking at the past and trying to look at the lesson that you needed to learn with, you know, all of this. Like, you're not just going forward blindly. Like, you're taking a final look at the past and saying, what is it, you know, that was over there? Two of Pentacles on the bottom. So you're kind of having to make a choice. You may be having to make a choice. You may be like in a situation where you get a job offer, right? That would be your Ace of Cups coming in here, that one lonely ace coming in, right? And it maybe is going to pay you the same amount of money, but you're kind of like, yeah, but wait a minute. I think I'm going to hold out for the job that also gives me flexibility so I can spend more time with my friends and family, or, you know, it is a shorter commute. Maybe you can work at home with your new job. You know, maybe by this situation happening, you're changing your priorities in life. Really nice. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, you know, part of it is that you may have been working on something. You may have been doing this job that you had, or that had been in a relationship. Lots of pentacles here. That's why I think for some of you it has something to do with money. But you've been kind of like maybe trying to launch a new business, something like that. You've been working at it a long time and you just cannot get it to go. You're having that hard time getting the wheel to turn so that you can step into this new. And remember, you have the Nine of Wands here. You know, in the past, it means that you're kind of like at the end of a cycle, but you haven't actually stepped into the new. So you're in a transitional period. So let's see what the advice is. We have this Hanged Man energy here. Oh, nice. Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands, the Fool. Oh my gosh. I think Gemini had the same exact 3 cards in their reading in this position. They didn't have the Hanged Man though. Wow, this is you this is, oh my gosh, I'm getting like goosebumps. This is you getting the wisdom about what it is. You're stepping into a new way to love, a new belief system around love, a new way of working perhaps, or lifestyle, going on more adventure, starting a new project or a new business, and you're ready for the new, like stepping into the new. And you did have you had the Two of Pentacles on the bottom. What do we have here? The Magician. Oh my gosh, Libra. Lovely energy. You're trying to manifest new. You're trying to manifest a new life for yourself, and you're getting the wisdom about like what it is that new needs to provide for you, right? Like I really do feel like you're stepping into kind of like new belief systems around money or work, career, even love, because we do have the Queen of Cups here. So let's see what we have here. King of Swords. Nice. Wow. 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Oh my. Okay, now I'm going to say, I think it's a love reading. Here you have the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. So, here's a power couple. Lots of love, lots of truth. It could be for some of you, really wanting truth and honesty in relationships. It could be that for some of you. 9 of Cups, like this is your wishes and dreams. This person coming in on your path, this new thing, lots of balance. And 6 of Pentacles also is somebody from the past. So it could be maybe somebody from the past, but more balance this time. Like in the past, your relationship may not have been balanced, but now it will be more balanced. And look at this, the Lover's card, making the choice for loving yourself, loving what you do, and also loving someone else. It could be that for a lot of you, this person that comes in on your path, like the two of you are going to like create a really cool business or a charity or something that's really great for your community. Okay, so I'm just going to, I was called to Hermit, 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Temperance, there's your World, Chariot, oh my gosh, yes. So you're underneath, you just have so much loveliness coming in. I do feel like some of you have been in that hermit mode. You've been waiting for this wisdom to come in, right? Your Hanged Man energy. The 5 of Swords can be regrets about things that you've done, choices that you have made in the past, and you're moving on from that. Really nice energy. Like you're looking at it, you're gaining the wisdom. This is you gaining the wisdom from actions of the past that you may regret. And then moving on from that, saying, okay, I've learned the lesson and now I'm ready to move into something new, because here you go, the Ace of Pentacles. A solid offer, something grounded. And once again, it could be a job offer or something. It could be a job offer that leads you onto the path so that you meet this new lover, right? Having the patience. Understanding that, you may have to mix some of your old life with your new life. Understanding it's not like you have to throw everything out when this storm appears, right? But how to mix the new and the old together. Because look at this, you've got the World card and it's upright. Like you're stepping into this new world and you're doing it quickly. Like the Chariot card is just fast action. Okay, so because we have a little bit of love going on in here, let's look at the Twin Flame Oracle cards. And it doesn't have to be a twin flame. This is just the energy. And let's see if we can get energy of maybe somebody from the past or somebody coming in. Balance, yin and yang, darkness and light. Stay centered in your higher self. And I really do feel like that is part of what your journey is right now, is just staying really positive, really balanced, understanding that this is coming in for you. This is coming in for you. Forgive, tranquility, peaceful mind and heart, freedom from the past. we had this, where is it? The Five of Swords. And I said, that's regrets about things in the past. And a lot of times it's harder to forgive ourselves than it is to forgive others. Why did I stay at that job so long? Why did I do that job for so little money? Why did I stay with that person? Why did I buy that car instead of, that fancy sports car instead of something that was more practical, or vice versa, right? Why didn't I go on that trip that I always wanted to go on? This is kind of like you looking at your regrets, but here's Spirit saying you have to forgive yourself as well as others, because part of, forgiving allows us to move on into the present. It gives us freedom from the past and allows us to move on into the present. And okay, there's 2 cards here. Sacred space, altar, prayer, candles, commune with your own divinity. So that's you staying in your spiritual place. And then travel, movement, meeting, adventure. Be ready for new experiences. Yes, Libra, you've got new coming in. You've got new. I'm so excited for you. All right, so let's pull a love oracle card. And Libra, if you are enjoying this reading, I would really appreciate if you would like, share, or subscribe. It really does help to build my channel and get my message of love and light out to more people. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Only time will tell. Now, I'm getting a sense for some of you, this is a person coming back from the past, right? But only time will tell. I do think that whatever you have coming forward, and because of that, I'm going to pull a romance angel card. Whatever you have coming into your life, it is going to be beautiful. You have the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. I mean, it's just lovely. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yep. Your angels, your spirit guides are all helping you. That's part of this Temperance card, right? Because you had the Temperance card. This is part of this, realizing that things come to you at the right time. And for some of you, you may be trying to rush this process, right? Okay, and wedding, the situation involves marriage. Okay, every time I think that it's something about career and work, it turns back into a love reading. Okay, we're going to pull one more and then I'm going to get your final angel message very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Oh my goodness. And for some of you, that is the King of Swords, getting clarity about what it is that you want in love, in work, in your life, right? Like, maybe you do want a job that allows you to travel more or gives you the time to travel more, the opportunity, the flexibility. Really nice. Okay, so let's get an angel message to finish this out. Breakthrough. How many beautiful heartfelt wishes have been crushed by fear? How many times has society's voice of disapproval cast a shadow on your dreams? It is time to break free of these false beliefs and realize your dreams. Allow your heart to guide you. Trust your inner guidance. The time is right. And that is so perfect for this reading, because the whole reading was, really about belief systems. I really feel like you're changing something about your belief systems. There's something false about your belief systems that no longer serve you. They served you for a while, but they're not going to serve you anymore. You're stepping into something new and you're going to love it. I mean, just absolutely love it. You're going to feel blessed, remember? And you are going to look back at this time and go, yes, that was painful, but it was so worth it, because you're going to have something so much better coming in. Well, Libra, I'm going to leave it there for you. I do wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. Bye for now.